part of the class is to do a videotape strategy on pre-reading and pre-learning, and it goes with the lesson plan I'm doing in history. Herb, is that set up so I can see me over here?
Yes.
Okay, good. So it's actually out of this Content High School. They're still using this at San Ynez High School because I did observations there.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's what this is about. Had to do an extended lesson plan, and we have to do a 3 to 5 minute video to demonstrate some kind of strategy within that lesson plan that we're plan on using or would plan on using if we were actually teaching the class. So that's what this is all about. This is kind of a low-tech thing that I found on the internet a couple years ago. It's called the Flyswatter vocabulary game. So, and it starts out, I start out all the lesson plans I've done and all the ones I plan on doing when I actually do become a teacher will be focused, the first couple of days anyway, will be focused on some vocabulary about what's coming up in the lesson. Because I've discovered, I also tutor for the Literacy Council here in Santa Maria. What I've discovered about most of the kids is their vocabulary is really weak, especially their academic vocabulary. So I plan on trying to do that, and from experience, even when I was in high school, even today, I struggle sometimes with vocabulary. So I plan on doing that because there's so many EL learners, and that doesn't mean Hispanic EL learners. There's a lot of regular kids that are just not picking up the vocabulary, because most of the high school teachers I've discovered think that they've learned all that. In reality, they're still struggling with some of it. So that's why I'm going to do the vocabulary lesson always. So I'm going to have Chelsea help me, if you don't mind, and pass out papers for me.
Yeah.
So this particular lesson is on war in Southeast Asia. Particularly, this particular lesson this week is on Southeast Asia, and it's particularly about the Vietnam War and the war, how it's connected with the Cold War in the United States, which started, in periods right after World War II. So that's what this lesson's about. And so the first thing we do is start out with the vocabulary. So introducing the vocabulary is up here on the boards: guerrillas, Viet Cong, Khmer Rouge, ideology, Ho Chi Minh, domino theory, guerrilla warfare, Cold War, communism, and guerrillas. So that's the vocabulary for this week's lesson. That will kind of get everybody started into learning about the Vietnam War. And now we're going to do Chelsea passed out the vocabulary words.
Yeah, actually right there.
So we're going to have, we'll start with Matt. Why don't you read the first one, Matt?
Matt's not here.
Oh, okay.
So you can add Jennifer's name.
Jennifer. Is that how you spell it?
Yep.
Okay, good. Okay, so we'll start with Catherine. Read the first.
Guerrillas. A soldier in a loosely organized force making surprise raids.
Okay, thank you. Veronica?
Guerrilla warfare. Fighting carried out through hit and run raids.
Corey?
Okay, you're going to have to help me with this. How do you pronounce that?
Let's see what's wrong. Ho Chi Minh?
Ho Chi Minh. President of North Vietnam, who led his people first against French control and later against the U.S.-backed South Vietnamese government.
Okay, thank you. Suzanne?
Viet Cong, members of the National Liberation Front, the communist rebels trying to overthrow South Vietnam.
Okay. Morgan?
Meru, how do you?
That's it.
Meru?
Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
A political movement and a force of Cambodian communist guerrillas that gained power in Cambodia in 1975.
Okay, Jamie?
Cold War. State of tension and hostility between nations aligned with the United States on one side and the Soviet Union on the other that rarely led to direct conflict.
Right. Antonio?
Communism, form of socialism advocated by Karl Marx. According to Marx, class struggle was inevitable and would lead to the creation of classless society in which all wealth and property would be owned by the community as a whole.
Okay, Catherine, start over.
Ideology, system of thought and belief, value system or perspective.
And Jennifer.
The belief that a communist victory in South Vietnam would cause non-communist governments across Southeast Asia to follow communism, like a
Okay.
row of dominoes.
Okay, and that's what we call the domino theory. That's the last one. Okay, is everybody, any questions on those? Okay, so now we're going to play what I call the Flyswatter vocabulary game. And Chelsea, my worthy assistant, is going to read, as we play the game, she'll read the descriptions for us, okay? So we're going to take the first two, Morgan and Suzanne.
Okay.
Come on up. No hitting each other.
Down,
No hitting each other. Flyswatter. Flyswatter. Okay, so stand in the front of the room here. Turn around and face us here. Faces. Step forward one bit. Okay. Don't read these in the same order that we read them.
Just pick one?
Pick one and read it out loud.
A political movement and a force of Cambodian communist guerrillas that gained power in Cambodia in 1975.
No. Don't jump the gun.
Okay.
Stay facing the front, please. Stay facing the front. Chelsea, you're going to make sure they face the front.
Facing the front.
Okay, did both of you understand what she read? Do you want to read it again? Please read it again.
A political movement and a force of Cambodian communist guerrillas that gained power in Cambodia in 1975.
Okay, do you understand? Okay, go.
Oh, where to go?
Okay, so which team are you on?
One.
Okay, so go put a point above your team name there, just 1 point. Have a seat. Okay.
I know.
Jamie and
That's
Corey.
the one she read too.
Okay, face in front. Okay, pick another one there, Chelsea.
Okay, you guys ready? Members of the National Liberation Front, the communist rebels trying to overthrow South Vietnam.
Okay, understand that?
Yes.
Okay, both understand it, or you need to read it again?
Read again.
Yeah, hold on.
Members of the National Liberation Front, the communist rebels trying to overthrow South Vietnam.
Okay, do you know what it is? Okay, go. Is that it, Chelsea?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Are you allowed more than one move?
No way.
No. Only one choice?
Only one choice. Okay, turn back around. Okay, and read this time. Read the answer and what the definition is.
Should I do the definition then the answer?
Yes, please.
Okay. Members of the National Liberation Front, the communist rebels trying to overthrow South Vietnam. The answer is Viet Cong.
Okay. Go. Go. Okay, you were first, so put a point on your team. Go. Okay, Antonio and Veronica.
Come on, Veronica. You're going to save us.
Chelsea.
Guys ready?
Yep.
Fighting carried on through hit and run raids.
Everybody know what that is, or do you need to read it again? Go.
That is hard.
Uh-oh, team two's in trouble. Catherine and Jennifer.
Bad experience from basketball.
What?
Chelsea.
Alright, you guys ready? State of tension and hostility between nations aligned with the United States on one side and the Soviet Union on the other that rarely led to direct conflict.
Okay. Need to read it again, or do you understand? Do you know what the answer is? Okay, go. You got it. Okay. Put a point by whatever team you're on.
Yay!
Yeah, all right. There you go. Okay, that's it. That's the conclusion of that. we would, then go over that, and then we give out prizes. Thank you for your time, and thanks for letting me do this in class.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks.
Thank you.